Okay. Alright, mate. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are playing a game called Within. I don't know much about this, but it looks pretty cool, so I thought we'd check it out. What was that? Okay. Let's get into it. They abandoned the god who had made them. They sacrificed unto them, unto demons whom they knew not. Okay.
I hadn't heard from my brother in over 3 months, which wasn't unusual. Nick tends to disappear for months at a time, not returning my calls, and then he surfaces again as if nothing had happened. I've gotten used to it. I don't blame him, considering the childhood we had. I've read somewhere that siblings with shared traumatic pasts tend to grow apart faster when they're adults. Then, last night at around 3 a.m., he left a voice message.
3 a.m.
When I woke up a few hours later.
Maya, I hope you're okay. I know I haven't been in touch, but I just wanted to let you know. You may not hear from me again. For a while. I don't want you to worry, though. I'm in a spot of trouble, but nothing I can't handle. I'll figure it out. Whatever you do, don't come looking for me. I'll call you when things
Of course she comes looking for him.
I know I haven't said this enough, but I do love you. Always have. Goodbye, Maya.
Wow, that was a pleasant
I must have called him
surprise.
dozens of times, but there was no answer. And then his phone was switched off. I took the next available flight out early next morning. I didn't sleep a wink on the plane. I kept thinking about what kind of trouble he might be in. As soon as I landed, I checked into a motel and then took a cab to the last address I had for him. In the pre-dawn light, the city seemed to grow more decrepit the further in I went, like a thing whose core was growing rotten. I don't know what kind of trouble he's in, but when we were growing up, after Ma died, when it was just the two of us, he'd come to me when he was in real deep and needed saving. And I would save him.
Bro, what an intro. Like, that was fantastic flipping voice work. Everything about that was brilliant. Like, that was pleasant shock.
I should get this over with quickly. I'll find him, make sure he's okay, then head back. I'm already missing a day at work. Let's see, he should be at apartment 405.
Wow. This looks really good as well. Okay. 405 they said, didn't they?
Looks like there's a pipe busted up in there. It isn't a good idea to move this scaffold. It looks flimsy. I should just find another way around it.
Yeah, maybe the other way. Okay. Bro, this is like, I expected, you know, it looked half decent, but I didn't expect it to be this good looking and very, very well presented. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's not creepy at all, Bray. Oh, what the
Hello?
Foop? Yeah, what the foop?
Huh, where'd they go? There was someone just here.
Where did they go? I don't know!
Well, this is it. I should just ring the doorbell, see if he answers. Although if he's been drinking, I don't have much hope.
Kick the
I
doorbell
should ring
down?
the doorbell, see if he
Oh,
answers.
right, yeah, sorry. I didn't realize I had to ring the doorbell. Bro, Answer the door, bro. It's your sister. She's come here to save you. Bruh.
I guess he's either not home or
Okay.
he's sleeping off a drunken binge, which would not be entirely surprising. Maybe I should just try to open the door and let myself in.
Maybe. Oh, it's open. Oh.
Gosh, what is that smell?
Your brother.
Nick, are you here?
Maybe it's your
Oh,
brother's,
there you go. Looks like he's fallen off the wagon again. Oh, Nick.
Oh,
I sometimes think if he hadn't had that accident, if his best buddy Alex hadn't been killed, things might have turned out different for him. He was 16, driving home from a party. Alex in the passenger seat.
Fucking hell, all this for a bunch of cans on the floor.
Business being behind the wheel that night. He was drunk out of his mind. Alex was killed on the spot. Nick survived, but he could never forgive himself for Alex's death. With Ma gone, I was supposed to be the parent, rein him in, but I was a teenager myself, barely holding it together. I should have been tougher with him. I messed up there. I guess I neglected him when it mattered. That's on me.
Bro. The amount of lore and attention to detail over this is nuts. Like...
There's gotta be a light switch somewhere.
Yeah. I'm sure there is. Oh, wait. There we go.
How is he living like this? This is terrible.
Yeah.
I remember that shirt. I think I'd given it to him for a birthday.
Okay. This
What
guy.
is he doing to himself? Once I find him, I'm gonna have to see about getting him some real food while I'm here.
Yeah, maybe.
Looks like he's literally living out of a suitcase at this point. He told me he was making money on a freelance web development gig. Was that all a lie? What's he doing with the money he gets?
If he's getting any money at all.
Didn't know he kept this old picture of Ma. This was taken maybe a year before she died, before the cancer started turning her into skin and bones. When Ma got sick, he was 8 and I was 15. We watched her waste away and die from cancer. We never knew our father. No kid should have to lose both parents so early. We moved in with Aunt Sheba after that. She mostly left us alone, so I had to pretty much raise him. Or at least I tried. I did the best I could, but hell, I was dealing with my own demons. I guess I made a pretty poor substitute for Ma.
I'm in awe by how much specific detail and lore is in this game. I've barely been able to get a word in fucking edgeways, and I appreciate it, but I like to talk as well, you know.
Would it hurt to clean up a little?
Oh, she's that type of sister. Like that type of sister that comes in and goes, "Eh, what's that?"
I think I just lost my appetite.
Yeah. Ah, at least he keeps himself, you know, he has an air fryer. I suppose that's a good thing.
The first thing I'm going to help him do is clean this place up. That alone should bring some positivity to his life situation.
I'm just saying, but he's not here. Why not you do it now? Do not open. Go back.
Right, like this is gonna keep me out. Nick, are you in there? Are you okay? Open this door. I guess I should find some other way to get it open.
I suppose. We gotta figure out how to open that, but I don't see another way to open that. I'm just saying. What? Oh! What a
Hello?
coincidence! Hello.
Nick, are you in there? Quit playing. Jeez. Hello? Hello? How did this door open?
Yeah.
There's gotta be a light switch somewhere.
Yeah, right there, bruh. Well, This is a far contrast from this to this. I'm just saying. He seems to have put a lot more effort in here. He's got guitar, a massive bass speaker thing, you know, whole computer setup, a nice big friggin' 50-inch TV with the biggest console. Like,
Well, at least I know where all his money's going.
There we
But
go.
where the hell is he?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was
He
thinking.
used to love these consoles growing up. He'd spend hours locked into those games. I guess it was an escape for him after Ma passed and we were living at Aunt Sheba's. The worst period of our lives. He was such a quiet kid back then.
Bro, like, kudos to the, like I just want to say, whoever done the voice acting, like, great fucking job. Like, dude, it's brilliant.
I should check this computer. Maybe it'll give me some clue to what's going on with him. I wonder if he still actually plays. He was obsessed with the guitar for a while in school, formed a band. They weren't all that good. Lasted all of 6 months.
Huh. That's a nice computer. Better than mine. Oh, something's wrong with it though.
This looks days old.
Lovely.
Just trash. I'm not digging through that.
Yeah, maybe not.
I see his taste in music hasn't changed. All the death metal and occult stuff he was always into. He used to be a kid who loved pop. The heaviest thing he listened to was like Metallica. When he hit his teens, everything changed. It was like his personality flipped overnight. He began to sink into this dark place. Started hanging out with the kind of kids who spell trouble. Got into weed, alcohol, and then harder stuff. At some point, it was like he became unhinged. He talked about renouncing God and worshiping spirits or some such thing. I tried to talk sense into him. It felt like every conversation we had escalated into an argument. He kept telling me he couldn't wait to leave and live on his own.
Okay. Jesus Christ, man. Like, there is a lot of information and a lot of lore. Like, we've been going like 15 minutes and I'm like just about getting into the point of investigating his freaking computer. Alright, boot failure, USB drive
USB
missing.
drive? Let me see if I can find one.
Yeah, I don't think it works like that, love. Okay, so... Alright, this one? Oh, lucky, we got the USB drive.
Nothing useful here.
You say that, but there's a
This
USB drive
could be
there. It could indeed. So we will go back to the computer. We will put one in the USB
Maybe this will do
drive.
the trick. Let's see
Maybe.
if it works.
Let's see. It seems to be working. Okay. Game exe. Okay, we'll play the log first. Well, I thought you were gonna play it for me. Like all that stuff about. Okay, so might as well. I finally got it all set up. The Sandbox OS, a heavily secure modded Linux variant running as a VPC, and the game contained within. This may be overkill, but it's better to be precautious considering the rep urban legends around this game. A single exe file, not very cleverly named, no instructions. To think it took me nearly 6 months to track it down on the dark web. The things I had to trawl through to find it, things I don't think I can ever unsee, or I don't have much hope for humanity anyway. We're broken beyond redemption. I would probably agree there. I'll continue taking notes in these text files. If this game is the real deal, it'd make for interesting reading. I could edit it and put out a Reddit post maybe do an accompanying video playthrough. But would be cool way to start that gaming content channel I've always wanted to do. But never got around to doing. It's easy to start a channel, but not easy to consistently put out content. I admire those who do. I agree, it's difficult. With my track record of starting projects I eventually abandon, I think I know how that'll end up. Anyway, first things first, I have to get the game to work. It keeps crashing when I click it. The lore says that it works at random. You just have to keep clicking. The code is probably corrupted. The urban legends around the game are fascinating. It's profoundly disturbing. For example, a guy who placed it who played it. I don't understand that. Okay. So there's a chance that the game isn't even gonna work. Oh. It worked! Aww. Great! So, a game found on the dark web. I know there is actually games on the dark web. I would never test it because I would never even let my computer get to the point where it's on the dark web, but they're pretty creepy games from what I've seen. Okay. Although this reminds me of one of the ones I saw on the dark web, which is even more creepier. Okay. Alright, mate. Sounds like he's talking backwards.
Its appetite for depravity knows no bounds.
Says that always no.
Lust of mankind knows no bounds.
Just gotta say, I'm pretty sure that's backwards. So if you were to rewind that, it would give you the actual translation. Huh. Another one of these things.
But your fall is my gain. Your pain is my pleasure.
Not creepy. Was that my brother? How the hell did he end up in the game? Whoa. What? Unknown error, application crashed.
Wait, that file wasn't there before. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, me too. Got it to run. First impressions, creepy but mostly crappy. A grainy, pixelated PS2 era style. Now it's more of a PS1 style. Walking sim. I hate walking sims. Why do people make them? Because they're pretty good, especially in like a horror setting. The game's also unstable. Crashed 4 times already. Good thing I sandboxed it. It's chewing up OS files and then randomly spitting them back. How is the OS still going? It's lost system folders, everything on the desktop, including my play logs text, and even the recycling bin. The game has no credits, no title screen, no save, load. After every crash, it randomly teleports you to a different levels. It was hard to find, had to trawl through the fake leads, shit posts, and BS. I would have given up sooner had I not believe there was some truth to the stories. I finally stumbled on the game almost by accident, following an anon link to a file dump on an Onion server. I found it amidst cryptically named zip archives, many of them full of unspeakable images. The myth of the game, which I pieced together sifting through volumes of heresy for slivers of truth, suggests that only one copy can exist at a time, and that it selects the player by allowing itself to be found by those seeking it. It is said to have been birthed in the dark web, that seedy underbelly of humanity's worst impulses, forged not by human hands but by some unknown force. As I spend hours digging into this, the old compulsions are inexorably returning. Dark thoughts, guilt, a craving for alcohol. I've started drinking again. It's impossible to resist. The symbols in the graffiti are pre-Sumerian, suggesting an ancient entity, likely a greater demon that latches on to its host. Perhaps most disturbing of all is the notion that it can, and then just scrambled text. Okay, so I suppose maybe we go back into the game? Huh.
But your fall is my gain. Your pain is my pleasure.
Huh, so it took us pretty much where we left off. Ugh. That looks disgusting just looking at it. Like, considering it looks like PSX-y. Like, they done that shine good and proper. What's the red lights? What's the red lights, bruh? Bro. Like, after reading everything we've just read, why the hell are we still here?
What the hell is this? Nick?
What a surprise.
I'm pretty sure that was Nick's photo in there. But that makes no sense. I've got to get this game going again.
Okay. I love this so far. This is crazy. It really is, but it's brilliant. So, it's told us to restart the computer, so we're gonna restart the computer.
Jeez, that scared me. Just the lights. The electrics here are falling apart, like the rest of the building.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Getting worse, growing signs of malevolence, waking nightmares, oppressive thoughts, general malaise, an intense craving for defilement, weird sounds from the other room, voices, footsteps, shifting shadows. An hour ago, the webcam turned on by itself and took a pic. I was able to identify the entity from the symbol in the graffiti. Baal Nagin. Aka the ill spirit of guilt and grief. He is the entry from Deacon, perhaps the only demonology wiki with some authenticity. A greater demon from pre-biblic times, first worshipped by the Lagani sect in then Samaria, requires human sacrifice, feeds on fatalism, guilt and grief, manifests in the recurring nightmares of killers, in the lust regret cycles of sex offenders, in the dying fugue of dead men walking, in the guilt borne by family members of victims, in the PTSD of war survivors, in the haunting dread of good people gone irrecoverably wrong, a vile parasitical being that consumes those who it selects. I thought at first that there was no point to the game, just walk from point A to point B, activating shrines, but the simplicity could be deliberate. The pattern of the symbols, the piles of refuse and filth, the writings on the scroll, all of it suggests an invocation. If so, the point of the game may be to simply complete it. Have I made a terrible mistake? What have I awakened in the dark web? The game is terrifying too. And then corrupt again. So even after listening to all this, we're still going to go back into the game because we're idiots. Okay, so are we continuing where we left off or what? This looks like a different level. Looks similar to the same room. Nick? Is that you? Hi, Nick. What are you doing in the game, bro? One of 4 collected. What's that mean? So what are we collecting? I think that's the only thing about this game, the fact that it's just walking, like there is no run, and there's a pain in the ass. Okay, 2. I heard the door open, so I suppose that's a good sign. What was that? Oh. Red lights. Always gotta appreciate a red light. Hello, creepy. Yeah, bro. You keep talking to me backwards. I don't know what you're saying, Bat. Oh, hi. Is that you, Nick?
Help me. Please. You have to help me.
See, I don't think that's Nick.
I'm scared, Maya. It's awful here. Please, help me.
I don't think that's Nick. Right? It's particularly on what...
That was Nick's voice, I'm sure of it. I'm gonna get this PC going again.
So...
Hello? Is someone there?
Great. Someone's playing games.
It's too dark in here. I should get the lights on.
Yeah. It's not that dark. Being a bit exaggerated. Okay. That's a little creepy. That's a little creepy. Excuse me. We're playing games for, bruh.
Nobody. Nick. But his face.
Yeah.
What is happening to me?
Because it's not... Huh?
Oh, that's awful. How could the picture have changed like this?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's a little weird. So yeah, I don't think this is Nick. Because I don't like the I don't know what, I can't remember what it's called. But that thing, right, yeah, it said that we it runs on guilt and grief and etc. So our guilt is that we failed our brother. And that's what it's using. It's using our brother to lure us in. I don't think it's Nick at all. I think it's the demon trying to make us lure us to keep playing the game. Oh, look at this. We have more logs. Not in order though. I saw Alex today. He was here in the apartment. Told you. Like, literally, Alex is the person that died in the car crash with him. Right? Yeah. He's using guilt. Right? And this is exactly what they're doing with us. I saw Alex today. He was here in the apartment standing by the far wall. He looked the same as he did when I saw him all those years ago on a gurney in a morgue. The day after the accident, his dead body cold, his face split open, his eye wide. Despite his horrific wounds and the odd angle of his neck, he was somehow still alive. He called out to me. He was grinning, but I saw the hatred in his dead eyes. I survived the accident even though I was the one drunk and driving. I was flung out of the car and came to unhurt except for a few scratches. He wanted me to follow him. I begged for forgiveness, but I know it's too late for that. There can be no redemption for a man like me. I must go after him. I have no choice. First, I have to call Maya. I have to warn her. I have to tell her to stay put, not come looking for me, because I know Maya, she'll come looking if she doesn't hear from me for too long. She still feels responsible for me even after all these years, still blames herself for my failures even though she absolutely shouldn't. If only she knew that she's the last good thing left in my life. The reason I'm alive is because she's saved me 1,000,000 times already. But she can't save me this time. Not from this. And I can't let her get hurt. If she comes here... See? Like... Yeah. I think I'm on point with this game. I know exactly what's gonna happen. Okay, so... This is different. Okay, we're going this way then. Ah, there's the third page. So it does save data. I'm just saying, but if this is a forbidden game, right, yeah, the chances are that a lot more people have played than the amount that were on that table in it. Pictures. Creepy. Didn't get me though. Oh, great. Hello, how are you today?
Worship me. I am Baal.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that he's probably here.
What the hell was that?
That's the demon.
Nick, wait! Nick!
Bro, are we really this stupid? We know it's not him, and look at the... Is this place got worse? The walls have got worse. Bruh. Nick, it ain't Nick. It's the demon of grief. He's come to kill us.
Nick!
It's not Nick.
Nick, stop! It's me!
It's not Nick. I keep walking towards him, but I know it's not Nick. Nick, old boy, old chap. What? What was that?
I'm not going near that elevator. What the hell was that?
I don't know. I don't know. That was a little weird, bro. Okay, well, he must have went downstairs. Oh, that's not us. Nick, old boy, old chap. Where are you, buddy?
I'm down here. Come quick.
So that looked like a dude in a goat suit, I'm just saying.
Maya, come on. I'm waiting for you, Maya.
Yeah, bro.
Where are you?
I know, I hear.
We're all waiting.
Bro. Oh, no. Looky, looky. It's the game. In updated graphics. Hello, Nick.
You can't save me, Maya. You never could. Even when we were growing up, you couldn't even protect me from myself. The accident, Alex's death, my miserable life, all of it could have been different. If only you'd done what you were supposed to do.
Who are you? What have you done to my brother?
I don't like that. Please don't tell me I gotta walk. Oh. That wasn't funny. Maya. Nick. Oh. Oh no.
Sometime later, I found myself back in the apartment. I couldn't remember how I got there. There was no sign of Nick, or the thing that had looked like him. And his computer would no longer turn on. I did the only thing I could. I filed a missing person report and flew home. It's been 6 months since then. I've tried every possible way to locate him, but there's been no word from him. I keep thinking about the thing I saw at the bottom of those stairs, the thing from inside the game. When it came at me, just before its awful malevolence could engulf me, something or someone stepped between us and shielded
Nick.
me. I think that's how I got away. I think it was Nick who saved me.
Ooh, goosebumps. I was about to say, like, 'cause I think, like, this could be set up for a sequel, bro. Like, seriously, like, think about it. Like, the game isn't done with you yet. Like, it's gotta be latched to her somehow. Like, just because Nick stood in the way of the one instant that, you know, that he came after him doesn't mean that it's not over. Like, this could go on again. Like, you know, make a new game, you know? I'm just saying, this is really good. Like, the level of quality in this game is absolutely crazy. Like, the animation style, the voice acting, the story, everything, right? This is probably one of the best itch games that I've played. Like, for the diversity of everything. Like, there wasn't one bad thing about this, right? This was made, like, literally a couple of days ago as well, which is just crazy. Like, there doesn't seem to be any bugs. Everything is perfect, which I'm shocked. Like, I am actually shocked. Like, this was on a new level. Like, an absolute new level, in my opinion. Like, it wasn't necessarily as much of a game, but it was more of an experience and more of a story, which I love. Like, I say all the time, the biggest thing about a good game is a story, and that's exactly what this was. I loved it. Like, honestly, kudos to the developer, because this was some fantastic work. Fantastic work. But yeah, apart from that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell button to be notified when my videos go up next. Would really love to hear your comments on this. Like, this was different. This was different. Like, we played a lot of games, but like, you know, games with this much detail and love put into it, I would say, because that's exactly what it is, in my opinion. Like, someone has really got to love a project like this to do it this well, in my opinion. But yeah, apart from that, guys, please be sure to hit that like button, and then I hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye.